not allowed, you can't get out here, but you can take pictures from the bus. The next time we stop, you'll be able to get out. And when you get out, you're smart people. You remember where you were sitting yesterday. You would either be one back or one up from there. So this is the oldest. This is the oldest cemetery in North America. Just took you.
This is our hotel we were at last night.
This is ours, wasn't it?
We were right up
My
there.
husband said that at home today it is 12 degrees, light snow, a lot of wind.
Right up that hallway.
That's this morning. He just got to work and called just before he came down just to say good morning.
So we're supposed to be where we were yesterday.
Picture of the sign there. Water level here, they have to bury him up above. Oh, what?
Two-legged one? Now way up on high up there. Watch
Oh,
for it on
that's
that side.
on top of the dead people.
Over to the right. Over to the right. You look through the.
Right there now you'll see it.
Oh, my. Oh. Look at that one.
You let the rest tell.
That's an elk.
Whatever.
St. Peter.
Kids said this is a dead center of town.
Spencer, Iowa has one tombstone with a dog.
Oh, there.
Look at the oil well out there.
This is what I call swamp. That's swamp.
Bird Haven.
Oh, is it the alligators in there?
Hitch him up and no, wait a minute.
Got her punch.
I wonder what she dropped. You got me laughing now, I can say it. Yeah, that's what it was.
We can't linger too long. It's kind of cold, and we kind of have to stay on our schedule also. There's 28 acres in these formal gardens. They've been restored with the use of the original landscape plans, which were drawn up back in the 1830s by a French landscape architect whom the Turnbulls hired because Mrs. Turnbull liked the gardens at the Palace at Versailles, France. The little building right over here was the plantation doctor's office. And over here to the far right is the one wall left of the original greenhouse that the Turnbulls had. Now, the statue in front of that wall was brought into the grounds during the restoration time. It's symbolic of Eve. Mrs. Underwood, who restored Rosedown, developed the gardens around in front of that statue and named that section Eve's Garden. Now, as soon as you get through taking your pictures and looking, we'll go inside.
Those two girls from Germany.
Look at those hedges. Isn't that something how they...
That look like that. It looks like the water run right in the building.
Now, we all ready?
I'm burning, so I didn't video any of it. It's the front of the plantation. gorgeous place.
Of all of the antebellum homes in the U.S. We're going to pull up here. Maybe you'd like to get out and take a closer look. Well, we say hello to these trees. This is Stanton Hall. Do you want to get out and take a look at it close up? Is there anybody who wants to get out and take a picture of this? Okay. Cotton Commission broker. The building was completed in 1858 to the designs of Natchez architect Thomas Rose, who employed local skilled artisans, builders, and finishers. Mr. Stanton imported immense gilt mirrors from France, ordered unusually executed chandeliers from Philadelphia, and brought in beautifully sculptured marble mantels from New York. His elaborate Gothic-style hall, fans, and matching chairs are an important part of the original furnishing. About 70%.
That old guy was standing there every time we went around that corner drinking. Drinking?
Talking to somebody or what? Oh, he's turning
A lot of blacks.
Hey, Samuel. There he turned around.
Did he? He sees us. He was standing there. Did you notice that every time we went by?
He's maybe on the wanted list.
Maybe. He said this is the oldest city on the Mississippi.
Tourists taking pictures.
Another Missouri group almost made it in. Do you see how they had the heart to try that? Now you know that took a lot of GUTS, didn't it? And people dug caves where they would go for shelter. Oh, they had to spend hours sometime in the cave. The supply of newspaper had run out. The newspaper was being printed on the back of wallpaper. Grant was boasting he would eat dinner in Vicksburg. When Pemberton heard that boast, he had replied, well, if Grant did eat dinner, he would first have to catch the rabbit, and then he would have to bring his dinner with him. When the Northern soldiers marched in and took Vicksburg over on the morning of July 4, later that afternoon, they went through the caves. A group found the printing press. It had been moved to a cave. The type had all been set up under the dateline of July 2, still standing on the presses, ready to run into print on the back of wallpaper. One of those Northern soldiers finding the press had been a printer by trade, so he rearranged the last column for that issue and added a little note right at the bottom under the line of July 4. This was the wording put in the 4th of July note. 2 days bring about great changes. The banner of the Union flows over Vicksburg. General Grant has caught the rabbit, he has dined in Vicksburg, and he did bring his dinner with him. No longer will be citizens. That was the name of the paper. Eulogize the luxury of mule meat and fricasseed kittens. Southern waters do such lies nevermore. Now, people did eat the mule meat, but about the kittens, I'll leave that up to you. But as days passed, you saw fewer cats and dogs. was an ironclad boat put into northern service in January 1862. It was on the northern gunboats was going up in the Yazoo River some miles above Vicksburg to clear the Yazoo of torpedoes the Confederates put in that river. This is a pretty view from here. Look in front of y'all. We are north of Vicksburg. Vicksburg's directly in front of us. The Mississippi River today is way down in front of you. During the time of the fighting here, it flows directly in front of Vicksburg. Now look under the shed. That's the boat I've been talking about. All that old-looking lumber and black, that's the original. They have filled in with that laminated wood. The panels you see on the boat are the very ones on the boat when it went down. And the carriages are, all except one, you'll see the difference. The boat was 175 feet long, 51 feet wide. It was a shallow draft boat. It just sat up on top of the water. And not a Union light went down. And as the boat was beginning to go down, the pilot tried to steer it closer to the bank. Now when you go through that arched doorway going into the museum, to your left are restrooms and water fountains.
You yakko like chicken?
Hmm? Battleship. Yeah. Piston is done.
If he could put his men to work to dig a canal at the base of that 1 mile strip of land, and all the gunboats could come, take that shortcut. They would be right south of Vicksburg. They dug for weeks. But the rise in water in March, they washed out what they had accomplished digging that canal. He had to give that project up. He got in, as y'all heard in the film. Well, after the war was all over, after high water in the spring of 1876, nature came in and started cutting across that mile-wide strip. Not even where General Grant, not even where General Grant is where they had tried, but above. So in time, the cut was completed. The Mississippi came, took a shortcut down there, and flowed south. Down in front of you was all dry land. Vicksburg proper was left on an old dried-up riverbed. So to put Vicksburg back on water in the early 1900s, the Corps of Engineers dammed up where the Yazoo River had originally emptied into the Mississippi. That was filled in, and a diversion canal was drilled. See between the willows, that body of water coming in off to your right? That is the Yazoo Diversion Canal. It comes, turns, flows in front of Vicksburg, and empties into the Mississippi way down in front of you. The northern part and the central part of Vicksburg are on the Yazoo Diversion Canal. The southern part on the Mississippi River. Now on the map you all have other side of the map way. So they thought as city people enjoyed it, so would country people. How could they get it to the country people? Bodily. So they experimented with bodily. In this building you're going to see, it will be the fourth building on your left when we make this turn. This building on your left on the corner was a wholesale grocery store in 1863. But see, Beaton Hunt Candy Company. So the Beaton Hunt's bottle Coca-Cola in here. See where Coca-Cola has gone since then. The Beaton Hunt family and the Coca-Cola people have bought that building, and it is a Coca-Cola museum. They're Russian.
just taking a drive through and then going again or what?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Well, why did I put my shoes on for that for?
Oh, there it's all piled up.
Holy mackerel, look at all that damn cotton. Now, he's gonna load up a whole bale. How come it's so dusty?
This is down here in the prairie.
Boy, I want to watch him pick up a whole bale.
Looks like snow.
Somebody wants some cotton?
Yeah. Where?
Oh, yeah, I guess you were. Yeah, now see, they're sucking it up in there. You see what they're doing over there? Yeah, they're sucking it up in that. Cleaning it. Giant vacuum cleaner. See it, Jeff, when it goes up in there, watch it.
You know why they don't have white people working at the gym? You gotta get jealous. They just blow him out again.
Put a tag on him so next.
She went in about
How much?
840.
454.
That's 840 right
All
now.
right, you're going after my guy. Did I ask you?
840. 840 pounds. Come right up on the hill.
This has got to be the junkiest town I ever saw in my whole life. Wow, look at it. That is cheap. They got yellow shoes down here. He's the second one I saw. We think we have a bad Main Street. I know. Look at that. Look at this. Somewhere in Arkansas. What town is this? Lake Providence, Arkansas. Finally saw one decent store. at those trees. Yep, there's one pretty house. Look at those trees in the lake.
Right side of the lake.
You see some cypress trees in the swampy area.
It's the Ozarks over there. Anniversary today, 28 years. We're going to be going to Silver Dollar City here in a minute, whatever that is. Trying to get the hills over here, and
I think you'll be interested to know we'll save you some time on Monday. When they routed us through Sioux Falls, they just routed us like the other bus, and that's not necessary because no one's living in that direction. What we're going to do when we leave Monday morning is run up 35, run over to Fort Dodge, then go up 169, and then take Highway 15 over to Fairmont.
Where are you what?
Be sure you can see.
Say, Lauren, don't forget to get me in the picture. You got that right eye open or shut? Hey, you got your right eye open?
Come on there.
Mother, look at the camera.
well, wait, we're not going to have to stand the little guys in front. Well, these little ones. If they aren't standing on rocks, they can come this way.
Focusing the black.
That's right. Put her up on a rock.
No, I can't. The rock ends there. Oh.
Yeah, this is a rocket engine.
I think
Why don't some more stand up
quiet.
behind?
The picture's too quiet. Someone has to get down on your butt.
Anyway, this is all full of bird poop back here.
Yeah, like that.
We want to get this done here.
Go there, I'll have to get way in.
You want some more of us down?
Down, yeah.
Get down, right? Sure, you gotta get up too.
Get down.
You gotta get in there.
Yeah.
Already it gets down, you gotta get up yourself.
Oh, that sun is terrible.
Woohoo, that sun.
Where's Sharon?
Is this gonna come out loud and clear?
She went to get your tickets.
Well, everybody isn't on here. No, we have to have everybody on. Not everybody's there yet. Well, first, Ken, you go get in.
No, I'm not taking the pictures. No, no.
Hey, ugly.
That's you in the back row.
Oh, me? You're talking to ugly over there.
I seen him grinning like a...
You guys get your butts over here and let him take the picture.
Who?
Both of you guys.
Oh, it's dry. It's dry.
It doesn't look dry to me.
I'll know after a while.
Yeah, everybody else.
Don't get so close.
You get involved in the
Break.
Take off your dark glasses.
Oh, then I'll never be able to see.
Oh, God, it puts on your
fast. Here comes the trolley.
There, got him.
Train is coming.
Should be it. Train's coming.
You.
These girls have... Oh,
Everybody's happy.
well... I knew you girls had it this morning.
Well, I know too. Look, I stuck all their papers. I don't know what happened there. One time it was right back on Monday already.
Virgil even saw it hanging there. Why is that newspaper hanging
I read it.
We did.
Make sure it don't get lost.
I don't think he even noticed it.
Yeah, they didn't want it. They didn't want it. You don't have anything to do with this anymore.
Oh, but you guys hit the damn. This is where we're shifting to right here?
All the time.
Well, them gals knew where that funny paper was all the time.
That's your job.
Are you sitting with me or which me or without me?
Nothing fancy about it, really, compared to a lot of them we've seen. I say, there's nothing fancy about it compared to a lot of them we've seen on this trip.
And this was actually his mother-in-law's house.
His mother-in-law owned it.
Inside here, and he was from Maryville, Missouri. And I was there.
And you were there.
I was there.
Here we get you get a nice view of the skyline of Kansas City. If you want to come up and take a photograph, you can from the front window. They call that air pollution. No, it is Kansas City. Years ago, when Kansas City became incorporated and was an official town, the townspeople had a referendum.
Hold. You ready to go to the room?
Yeah. We're just getting everybody as we stand here.
They take him out of the quarterback end. And you know, and I asked him, a guy over there, you know, that I know real well, that his son played underneath him, and I said, is he
This one or this way.
got the blinker on there, I better cut out.
This way and that's where it was.
You were absolutely right about that Gold Dome Church. Kansas City is a diocesan seat, and that is the cathedral. It's the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, that Gold Dome Church that we can see approaching the hotel.
What about the one that changed colors up there?
That was the Power and Light building. Kansas City
Yeah.
Power and Light.
Did everybody see the bull this morning?
Yeah.
Wasn't on our side, we looked all over.
Oh, we had the bull.
You gotta come back to Kansas City to see the bull.
Oh.
A lot of bull there.
You don't have to step off the butt.
Oh, thank you.
There's your bag, lady.
That's really something good to know.